So, in a week that Wednesday's been making the news for all the wrong reasons, we travelled to Elland Road for the Sunday dinner time game for the big Yorkshire Derby. Now, the next three games, Leeds, QPR, Bristol, in my head, I'm like 4 points. That's mine. So, I'd sort of written this off before, but because of what's going on in week, I don't know why, I suddenly became really, really desperate for the result. I mean, I always want us to win, but there's a sense of realism. That realism has impacted by Leeds' home form, which is absolutely tremendous. You know, the chances of us going there and getting a result were thin to start with, but suddenly I found myself really desperate. And I've got to be honest, over the 90 odd minutes, I thought we did actually play well. I know the score don't suggest that, but I did. Anyway, let's have a quick look at the team. We went with Beadle in goal, a back four of Valerie, Michael Ehekwe, Deshaun Bernard and Max Lowe. Midfield, Charles Bannon and Ingleton in there, and Windass, Masaba and Gassama up front. Now, we started with a back four, but obviously Leeds had a great start, scored the early goal, and the Wednesday, very fluid under Danny, as we are, I think, just to help us get over that shock. Charles sort of dropped into a Franz Beckenbauer position for 20 minutes or so, just to help us get back into the game and work our way back in. And I thought we did. Leeds are a confident side at home, beating everybody that travels up there. So going a goal behind, bit of a blow for us, but we did work our way back into the game. I mean, their goal is disappointing from our point of view. Their lad goes down left hand side and cuts in, and it's a sort of clipped long ball, and we just caught a bit square. There's a big gap through middle, when really, when ball's coming in from that side, it should be a bit of that game, but it's open, pops through. Beadle comes out, makes the block. The old-fashioned part of me is thinking, come out there, take ball, take man, take the lot. And he sort of gets a fraction off, and it rebounds away. Their lad puts it in on rebound. Barry Bannon gave him a few choice words. Maybe I'm a bit soft on keeper. I've never played it net. You can't when you're 5 foot now. So maybe I'm a bit soft on keepers. I'll leave that to experts. But like I said, I thought he would. I thought he was smart off his line, and I thought he was going to make a claim there. But it's all in fractions, isn't it? It's fractions of a second in there, and the ball takes a bounce, and sometimes it's a bit of sod's law. They had a really good break actually, because when Wednesday went for it, we didn't. Charles had to make a really good tackle because they broken as it were like 3-on-2, fantastic tackle for him. But Wednesday gradually started working their way into the game. I've spoke to a few Leeds fans, and they've said a lot of teams got in and just shut up shop, and they were a bit surprised. Wednesday actually had a go at him. We had a corner from the left hand side, right footed in swinger, that Meslier come out flapping at it, and it bobbled out to Windass, and their lads chucked him centre in front of it and made a good block there. So not full chances, but there were one or two little half sniffs in there, and I thought, we are in this game. Nice to see that, despite the bitter rivalry, obviously, and I would say this honestly, I think if I have more needle with Leeds than I do Sheffield United, to be honest with you. But 10 minutes, applause from all four sides at ground. Young Leeds fan, Jayden Bamford, who sadly lost his life to leukemia. So really nice to see that. I actually think that the applause from all sides of the ground, and it shows what football can be. I thought that was a really nice touch. As I said, it's end to end. It's a proper Yorkshire derby. His tackles going in. Fair to the referee, he's trying to let some stuff go. He let a Windass handball go, much to the home fans' annoyance. And Wednesday had another chance. Windass broke into the box. He was just having a little nudge out to get a better angle on it, and their number 4, brilliant tackle. Brilliant. You've got to get your timing spot on when you're making tackles in 18-yard box. He come across and got a terrific footing there, but that could have easily been 1-1. And then another opportunity, we got down round side. I think it was Masaba, cut ball back. Valerie had made a diagonal inside run. He got in there and shot into the side netting. And I would say that probably from a period 25 minutes to maybe 35 minutes, a good 10-minute window, I thought Wednesday really played well and really got at them and were trying to create their own opportunities. As we're coming in towards break, probably last 5 minutes before break, Leeds, pendulum starts going back the other way and Leeds start having a bit more at ball and getting their own attacks going. That James, he's an absolute flyer, him. The home game earlier in season, he's so quick. He's so quick, and he's got a delivery as well. He's a really good player. It pains me to say, obviously, but he's a really, really good player. Him. He causes some problems out there. Half time, Leeds come out. They have a real go at it after break. Probably the first 10 minutes of second half, I thought Leeds were dominating the ball. Again, causing us some problems. Like I said, James on that right hand side, a real handful. Ingleson come off. Workman like Ingleson today. I don't think it was particularly his game. I didn't think much was coming off for him. There was a moment first half when he had a break and Baz just wanted a little ball inside, and I think he's got caught being two minds because somebody were going on. I don't know if it were Valerie were going on outside, and then there was somebody on inside, and I don't know if he were trying to get them or go over, and he just sort of spanned a crossfield pass, and Baz was going absolutely apoplectic in there, and understandably because he was in a fantastic position, acres of space. So he got hooked. Johnson came on, went over to a sort of. It was more of a left back. I thought it was more of a back five that second half because, like I said, Leeds really pushing on, and he went on to try and deal with James, which that's a big ask when you're sort of coming into twilight to go and deal with him because he's so rapid. He really is. But I thought Wednesday defended manfully, and Hekwe back in the side today. You know what you're going to get with him, and I know that long term he's probably not what Danny's wanting from a centre half. He's quite old fashioned, but he wins loads of headers and tackles. I thought he had a really good game today, especially considering how long he's been out. I thought he had a good game of Hekwe. Masaba, I thought was a little bit quiet. I won't go as far as saying he should never play for the club again, as I've seen online tonight. I've got to stop going online after games. I know it's emotional and some of the overreaction. It was always going to be a really tough game there, but some of the never play for the club again. I don't get it. I don't get it. But I thought, he did have a quiet game. Gassam, on the other hand, I think he's coming on leaps and bounds. Tough game today, and a tough game for all Wednesday players. But I thought he showed them little glimpses and moments that we know what he's all about. There was a brilliant burst where he turned out of a tight situation and just dragged us right up to the middle of the pitch. He hit a shot towards far post and keepers tipped it round for a corner. Like I said, Wednesday were very much in it. It's 1-0, and the longer the game goes on, obviously the more frustrated Leeds are. I think, despite the tremendous home record, there is a little bit of. I think for one or two Leeds fans, Farker's not attacking enough, and a 1-0 Wednesday were always in there with a chance. And the longer it went on, I think that frustration was starting to show a little bit. There were quiet spells in stands, and then in the end, it's 3-0, and it's a sort of capitulation, but I think it shows where we are. They bring a kid €10 million. I don't know what that is in pounds, but you can bring a £10 million player off the bench. I think that just shows where they are at the minute and where we are at the minute. And it's a frustrating goal, but it's a terrific goal from their point of view. There's about 9 Wednesday players back there. He turns one way and he gets blocked out, and he turns the other way, and he comes all the way around and drills that shot into the corner, and it's a terrific goal, But I don't think it was reflective of the game up to that point, to be honest with you. Like I said, Wednesday's still having a little chance at Valerie. Brilliant ball between fullback and centre half, and Valentin gets round and balloons across over to back stick. And that was the difference between the two sides, It's some little moments of quality at sort of both ends, and at top end at pitch especially. I thought that was the difference with just that little bit of quality in box and the delivery into box. And then, of course, they get cherry on cake in injury time. It's volleyed back into the box, and their lad just sort of flicks it and wrong foot's Beadle. 3-0. The bookies probably want to give very big odds actually for 3-0. Obviously, like I said, Leeds in tremendous form. But overall, I'm not disappointed with that performance. I'm not disappointed with that performance at all. There will be an argument that the results since Danny came in against the sides at the top aren't very good, which they're not. There's no hiding from that fact. I'm not sure they'd be much better, whoever the manager were, though, to be honest with you. I think the difference is, at least he does try and go out and win games. He does go out and tell lads to attack and try and get shots away. And albeit, like I said, it's been a 3-0 defeat today, I don't think many Wednesday fans will come away saying that we hadn't tried or we hadn't been entertaining, because there were some moments in the game, and like I said, we could quite easily have gone in break at 1-1. Sibley for the last time. Shea Charles for me, man of the match. And there is talk there might be a reprieve on that. Apparently Southampton are waiting on Chelsea because they might have been recalling a kid, and now they're saying, well, we might not recall him, and if they don't recall him, then maybe there's a sniff of a chance Charles stays. But even if he don't stay, and even at this, well, just after midway point of the season, I generally think he's got a sniff of winning player of the year, even if he goes now. I think that's how big an impact that he's had on us. He's been absolutely superb. And it's just frustrating that a club of our size, and we are a big club, can't dream about a player like that in current situation, which is a bit depressing. But fantastic from him today. I do want to give a shout to Michael Hegway, been out a long time with various things, and thought he came in today and did well. So we move on now. It's been a week that we can't really wait to end, to be honest with you. Out at FA Cup on penalties, the midweek farce with the fans forum, which is the timing of which has been absolutely terrible, and then a 3-0 Yorkshire derby defeat. A great old week. It really has been a great old week. And now we've got to look forward. We've got Bristol on Wednesday at Hillsborough. I think we can get a result against them. I think we can get a win against them. If we play like we did today, but could maybe create 1 or 2 more full chances rather than these sort of half chances, I think there's every chance we can get 3 points and maybe bring a bit of positivity back to things, because it really needs it, What matches are you at this time? Work. No, not even reading that.